What's the deal with these comedy guys making their way into the horror sphere? Well, that's what we're going to talk about and more on episode 121 of the Red River Horror Podcast. Zach Cregger's Weapons was released, and we might even talk a little bit about Jordan Peele's executive producer movie Him. What's that's going to be about? Looks pretty interesting. All that and more on episode 121 of the Red River Horror Podcast.
Welcome to the Red River Horror Podcast, where the channels of fear wind through the shadows of your darkest nightmares. From cursed horror films and bone-chilling tales to whispered interviews and the desolate echoes of abandoned places, we explore every sinister current. Grip your oars tightly and brace for the journey ahead. Now, guiding you through the murky waters, your host, Joe Zakrzewski, joined by Red River Horror founder, Eddie Caiazzo.
Welcome back to the Red River Horror Podcast. It's episode number 121. I'm your host, Joe Zakrzewski, joined as always by RedRiverHorror.com founder Eddie Caiazzo. Hey, Ed, how's it going today?
Joe, I am I'm not armed like some of our movies are. So I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a small space here.
Yeah, no. So I was lucky enough I got out to see Weapons. So we get to talk a little Weapons, written and directed by Zach Cregger, who originally was in the sketch comedy group The Whitest Kid You Know. And that's where we started talking before this episode. We're like, it's crazy how many people from like comedy have been crossing over into the horror space. Jordan Peele, being one of the big ones, you know, going from Mad TV, Key and Peele to Get Out and just taking over by storm.
And I remember watching Key and Peele and, you know, Keegan-Michael Key saying to him, like, oh, like he was doing like a little interview.
No.
It's like, oh, well, he's into horror movies. Just like, wait, really? And now look, he's one of like literally one of the top dogs. So much so that just before we started recording here, you were saying that, I mean, Jordan Peele at this point, all he has to do is show up on a set and be like, all right, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Approve a story. Approve this. I mean, he's
just
pretty much
sitting at an executive producer's chair. It was rake.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, but I
God
mean,
bless him.
You got to give him credit. There's, you know, the big three that he has are all very unique.
Yeah.
So you can't take away from that. And now Zach Cregger, this is his second in the horror space. So Barbarian and then Weapons.
Yes. So I'm glad we're going to dive into this one because I have some thoughts. But then there's one more film I think we're going to cover, and then I'll let you finish on stuff.
Together, which fortunately have not been able to see yet.
Mm-mm.
I really want to, but at the time of this recording, I haven't gotten out to see it yet. But that's starring Dave Franco and Alison Brie, and this is also Dave Franco's and their second movie together that's in the thriller horror space. So I guess you could throw Dave Franco in there because his big screen debut, I think, was that small part as Greg in Superbad.
Oh my gosh. Is that him?
That's him. He's like, do you remember you peed your pants, Greg? He's like, that was like 10 years ago. People don't forget.
Man,
that's Dave Franco.
Now, is he related to James Franco?
He's his younger brother.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's been married to Alison Brie for a long time. So they've been together for a while. Now they're doing their own thing.
Alison Brie had a movie back when we were still going to Viva Video a lot. I know those guys curated a bunch of the films, and I saw it. I think it was up for an Oscar. It was called Room.
Yeah.
And it was not The Room, not the
yeah, it was just called Room.
Yeah. And she was like fantastic. And I think I did, but it's one of those serious ones. So I think I saw it once and I just can't remember much about it. But I know she's like a pretty top, she's a big actress. Like
she is, but she, like, you know, one of her biggest roles is also in the comedy space, which one of my favorite shows of all time, Community. But even at the same time, she had a small role on Mad Men.
Okay.
So that's not a comedy.
No.
But her character on that's very good. Playing a young newlywed as her marriage to Pete unravels. It's kind of a side story that builds up over time on the show. Good show.
Pete the main guy?
No.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean, it's an ensemble cast.
Okay.
So you put like John Hamm's Don Draper's
Hamm, that's who I'm thinking of.
He's the focal point, and then Pete's the young hotshot.
Okay.
Who's always gunning for Don in the first season. It's a good show if you ever get around to it. But anyway,
Well, so all these comedy folk. So we have now three movies. Him is going to be dropping. We mentioned Jordan Peele because
yeah.
Him is going to be the latest. And I checked. He's not in the director's chair, not in the writer's chair. He is just sitting back and enjoying being a producer on Him.
Yeah, and I saw a Red Band trailer for him before Weapons.
Ooh.
And it looked, I couldn't gauge the first like teaser trailer I saw. I was like, I don't know. Now it looks like this is going to be an insane ride. Don't overlook it. I
Mm.
think this is going to be a good one. And Marlon Wayans, talk about another guy of comedy who does do some serious movies. Right before we started recording, we were talking about how good he is in Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream is not a horror movie, but it's probably the most depressing movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Between that and there's a movie called Kids. I don't know if you remember Kids.
Dude, that was a messed up one. But I only after we watched it once. I mean, I could. It's one of those Requiem for a Dream types where I couldn't really watch it again.
So I did.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Well, I was like clicking around through HBO. I'm like, what are HBO shows I just haven't seen? I was like compiling a list, and it was Big Love. I'm like, oh, Chloe Sevigny. She's like, she's in Kids, right?
Oh.
And I went back. I'm just like thinking about when I watched Kids as a kid. I
Hmm.
did not understand the depth and serious of how dark that movie was when I watched it. We just thought there were funny scenes. Watching it through an adult lens,
Yes.
um, yeah, right there with like it's even worse than I ever thought.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I never went back to it.
don't
I know.
unless you want to feel really sad.
No. No, I think I told you and Stacy this, I think, on a previous podcast. I'm at a point like, I will show my kid Requiem for a Dream when it comes time to, like the peer pressure thing. It's just like, okay, just like kids in school have drugs, bud. Why don't we watch and see what can happen
Yeah,
when you do? So, like, I may show him that, so I may have to watch Requiem for a Dream again. But there's things I just don't have to go back to or watch. Like, I'm never watching It Comes at Night again. Never watching what's The Dark and the Wicked. Never watching that again. I'll probably never watch Kids again. But I guess, well, that will bring us into our first movie. So here's one that is a bit controversial to some, right?
hmm
Weapons.
yeah. I don't know where the controversy is coming from.
Okay.
So what have you heard controversial?
So just going into this now, we're gonna keep this spoiler free,
Yeah,
for everybody because yours truly hasn't seen Weapons yet. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff coming out, but I intend to see Weapons together and Him all in the next month.
and Hell House.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
then that's
that's next episode.
that's going to be a
There's your
serious.
spoiler.
Yeah, that no, the Hell House gets serious concentration.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's what I'm talking about.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so Weapons, as kids disappear from a classroom. Like, well, let's just go by what people had seen going into the film. So obviously, I mean, it's top of the box office 2 weeks in a row. It's a freaking horror movie. The guy, what is his name? Zach
Zach Cregger.
Cregger. That's almost close.
Yeah.
Fantastic film. A lot of people liked Barbarian. Um, so Barbarian for me, I think I've talked about it before. It has, I love the first half of Barbarian. Love it.
But it's a new movie after the first. It's two movies.
Right. Like the tone,
Yeah.
the pacing, everything, like the acting. And then we hard cut and it's Justin Long just being Justin Long. And it takes the movie into a completely different direction.
Yeah, bizarre, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So Weapons, it seems like that also happens, but if you were just to go by what you know from the trailer, these kids all at the same time on one night in Julia Garner, obviously I don't know her character's name, in her classroom, she's a teacher, they just are gone,
Except for one.
except for one.
So
Okay.
she comes into work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
There's only the one student there, and all the other kids at 2:17 a.m. ran off into the dark.
Okay. And they did the flying saucer thing?
Yeah, they all ran like that.
Okay.
So that's the way it was opened, and the way the movie I was expecting. I didn't know what to expect, but I like thought there might be some kind of like big shift, like there is in Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you this as spoiler free as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's not quite the case. It's a movie of perspectives and characters.
Hmm. Okay, so there's not a big hard cut in the story
No.
that just introduces this whole nother crazy world, whereas we were in a nice, like, isolated horror world before, and then it's boom, it blew the whole thing wide open.
No. So it's a movie where like the focal point of specific characters is covered,
Hmm.
and the way it all ties together is really, really well done. I really liked how this movie was formatted,
Hmm.
like an anthology within the same story. So you have, Julia Garner's the teacher. So you
Yep.
have her. Then there's Josh Brolin,
Yep.
one of his son is one of the kids who disappeared.
Okay.
And then you have the school principal.
Ah,
And then
Wong.
yeah,
I know that gentleman's name. Um, I just pull him up because I know he's a big deal, so people will get mad.
yeah. So we have, yeah, his name's Marcus in the movie, and I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head, but Josh Brolin,
Benedict
Julia
Wong.
Garner, Benedict Wong.
Yes, he's the principal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you have another angle. There's a cop
Hmm.
who there's what's his name? Whatever. So different perspectives.
Eric Jepson
Yeah,
is
and
the
then
officer.
he's the that's not it's
Oh.
it would be
There's a narrator, huh?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there's a narrator. It'd be I think Austin Abrams.
Hmm. All right then.
Yeah, so you get all these different perspectives, and it all comes together at the end.
Okay.
And it's very well done. The characters are all like it's really well written and very like obviously very well acted.
Mhm.
Everybody really leans into their part and just absolutely kills it. That really makes the whole thing work.
Okay.
And then there's the mysterious part, which you do see a little bit in the trailer, like who is this woman? And that's our Aunt Gladys.
Uh-huh.
And ultimately, I could see people's biggest problem is having so many questions at the end, but that's
Mhm.
kind of the point.
Right.
So I saw this movie. It's sticking with me because I'm still trying to piece together.
Awesome.
So I've also heard some rumblings, some rumors that this would be something Cregger and company or would consider doing a sequel to.
Oh no.
So honestly, it'd be set up for a really good prequel
Okay.
in the vein of like Pearl to X, where it's like an origin story for
Okay.
the Aunt Gladys character. And what I don't know how to describe some of the scares, but there's definitely like inspiration across the horror universe that are utilized for scare tactics in this horror movie.
Nice.
And it's something I really enjoyed because it's not all one thing. And that's really hard to describe
And
without giving anything away.
of note, Aunt Gladys is played by Amy Madigan.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. Field
Yeah.
of Dreams, Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a very good actress.
Yeah.
And she absolutely kills it in this role.
I don't think I've seen her in the horror. I'll have to go back through IMDb, but I don't know that I've seen her in a horror
Yeah.
role before.
Aunt Gladys, if with the success of this movie, I feel like we're going to be Aunt Gladys might be a new horror villainish that's going to be, earns her a seat at the table
Okay. So
if it does like a prequel kind of thing with her. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's a lot they could do with that character.
all right, so the Cregger guy, right?
Zach Cregger.
Zach Cregger. So he comes from the world comedy, the basis for this episode. So I just want to ask, you said there's not really like a hard cut like there is Barbarian,
Yeah.
right? Um, what would you say the balance of horror and comedy is?
So he does it in a way that it's hard not to laugh at the end, like parts of the ending scene, like the crescendo of it all.
Okay.
So there's just other like things that are a little silly. It's not over the top, but it's hard to not find some humor in it.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's meant to be humorous at parts.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard from another friend of the show, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
He his issue when he saw it in theaters is that some people like overreacted
Okay.
to
Yeah.
some of the parts that were a little silly, which is okay. I mean, there was one where someone was like giggling, but no one else was, and it wasn't really a funny part.
Right.
But then again, it's not a horror comedy.
Okay.
However, there's there's some stuff brought in there that make a very dark thing into a humorous thing.
Right. Like, so, for example, bringing Jordan Peele into the mix now. So,
Yep.
okay, so Weapons succeeds as a horror movie. We could possibly have a new horror villain if a sequel that would be a prequel is done right. Like,
Yeah.
they could really flesh out this
Oh yeah.
Aunt Gladys character.
There's a lot that they can work with if he wanted to do anything more with it. Like it could easily make it into a franchise kind of thing.
So something I think that Jordan Peele has done really well is into his movies, he has weaved comedy the right way. So
Yeah.
starting with Get Out, which obviously Oscar winner, big, probably out of his movies that he made, I love it, but it's probably my least favorite of the ones that he's made.
Really?
I like the other two a whole lot. But in Get Out, like there was that comedic relief
Yeah.
that he's known for that actually worked really well, even in the story, all the way up to the end. Like there's one character, the guy in the TSA, who's his buddy, who's kind of like he's been a part of the movie all throughout.
Rel,
Yeah,
the comedian.
And then in the end he actually has a role that like impacts the movie. So it like that was done to me really, really well. It's like, okay, that's Jordan Peele weaving his comedic chops into this new horror space, at least for him at the time. That was his first.
Yeah. And it's a good mix of like tension, humor, and it's just really it's a smart movie.
Yeah.
Like, so, and then I think we're on the same page where we think Us is his best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Us.
And that also mixes in some comedy people into that cast. You have like Tim Heidecker. God, who else? There's a few others. I'm just not remembering off the top of my head.
um,
And then the third one was the Alien one, which
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Which what do you call it? Reprising his role.
Nope was definitely a movie that was not anything what I expected. So
Right?
a lot of credit to that. Like you think that he's kind of like in this like shtick,
Yeah.
and then boom.
Yep.
Third movie completely different from all of them.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, okay, this is Jordan Peele doing Aliens. It's just like, well, this is Jordan Peele doing Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's got me hyped for also him, just because if he's backing it, then it's definitely going to meet whatever standards that he has.
And you saw a Red Band trailer for
Yeah.
No, because him now remember, Joe, we saw, I know what you did last summer. That's kind of where my summer of horror left off.
Yeah.
Very excited for Hell House, as you know. But there was one character that I liked a lot, and I know what you did last summer, and that was the rich kid played by Tyriq Withers.
Yeah.
It's Teddy. He's the
Tyriq
star.
Withers. He's coming onto the scene. I guess we got a new horror guy.
Yeah, right. So he's like he's the quarterback.
He is. Him and Marlon Wayans is a retired, former star. It's childhood idol.
Right.
And that's, him taking him in for one-on-one training before, his rookie year. And I'm going to tell you this, even just like seeing what's on the screen now.
Yeah.
And what I saw last night, this is nothing like it's definitely going to be way, way, way more effed up.
Wow.
Than you think.
And the thing is, I always think, again, now this is produced by Jordan Peele. It's called Him, coming out very, very soon. They're calling it a body horror. They're calling it psychological horror. And it's set like a sports movie almost. Like it's set, he's the star up and coming quarterback, as you said. But I just wanted to say, like, this is produced by Jordan Peele, directed by Justin Tipping, and it was written by Zach Akers, Skip Bronke, and Justin Tipping.
All right.
So
let's see, Justin Tipping. Does he have anything? What else does he have to his credits?
All right. He is known for Nani in 2020 and 2012. Don't know that. Kicks 2016.
And so this is his big big break.
All right. So Nani was a short.
Yep.
Kicks. I don't know. Was Kicks a sports movie? That's about shoes. 15 J. Parrish to Air Jordan. Soon after he gets his hands on them, they're stolen by a local hood, causing Brandon and his two friends to go on a dangerous mission through Oakland to retrieve them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it looks like, oh, and it's focus feature. His first full
So
length
that's
movie.
not horror,
Hmm.
but so this is his first horror film, and he's got the writing credit to it as well.
Yep.
I see he's got Black Monday on there, which was a pretty good show.
Okay.
So directed 2 episodes of Black Monday. It's a Don Cheadle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta like the someone getting the opportunity of a lifetime. So good luck to you, Justin Tipping.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching.
We will be watching.
Of course, him.
Yeah.
So Jordan Peele from the comedy space successfully into the horror space.
Now you can throw Zach Cregger into that mix. As
Zach
the
Cregger's
2 weeks in the #1 at the box office, we can say that he's
unbelievable.
at the same level.
I mean,
Weapons, the cast of Weapons, everybody's just so freaking good in it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Josh Brolin, if I'm not mistaken, if he's not an Academy Award winner, he's definitely nominated many times over. Julia Garner, I mean, she like since Ozark, she's been like the most interesting actress to watch in all of the projects that she's taken.
and it's like everyone talks about how good as she is in Ozark. I think she's only gotten better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yep, 2 weeks in a row for Weapons, and that brings us to Together. So this one I really wanted to see. It's distributed by Neon. Again, last year, we did our wrap-up show. The studio, Neon, the distributor, whatever they are, I think they're giving A24 a big run for their money. It used to be when I saw that A24, I knew for sure that I could see a film. Now when I see Neon, I'm like, oh well, I got to see that.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do for Together is after I see it or you see it, we'll do a short video just to give it our boat rating.
Yep.
It's rocking 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, 82% of Google users like the movie, 7 out of 10 on IMDb, 75% on Metacritic.
Big one.
Now I got to ask you, so has Rotten Tomatoes seemed more generous to you lately? Or is the quality of movies coming out just that much better? Because
I think the quality of movies,
I think it's
is
that,
that
I
much
think that's the answer.
I mean, we're talking about so Together, unfortunately, when it came out, big deal. It's just like, oh, Together's out.
Yeah.
Immediately overshadowed by Weapons. Now it's never come back. It's not the movie's fault.
No.
But no, I think critics are seeing all these bang, 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 all these movies in a row, and they've all been that damn good.
And I think that's the case. When we reach like the end of December, we do a year-end show. 2025 has been an incredible year for horror.
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
we're not done yet. There is a lot lined up that looks fantastic, like we talked about the other episode. So,
dude, the honestly, like I think they're going to bring The Conjuring home, right? Because other than the last movie in The Conjuring, like The Devil Made Me Do It, other than that one, they've done those movies proper. The spin-offs, whatever, you can think about them whatever you want.
sure.
But the actual Conjuring films, like these characters being portrayed, like the Warrens being portrayed,
Yeah.
Oh my God, by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. Wilson, yes. Like that's kind of a journey coming to an end, a hard journey that we've been on for well over a decade, and I think they're going to bring it home right.
Yeah, no, they've knocked it out of the park. I think even The Devil Made Me Do It, that got a lot of flack, but I appreciate it more now because of how many Conjuring things there are doing something different than the same formula.
Okay.
It shakes it up.
Yeah.
Is it as good as the others? Not quite. No, but it's not bad.
No, like
it's unique.
You could watch every The Conjuring movie, The Conjuring 1, 2, 3, and now the last one coming out. So I think 4 is going to be great. I think it's going to send these characters and these actors off properly. I think you even heard an interview with Patrick Wilson saying he's a little upset this is coming to an end.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's been a part of your life for so long. But I mean, he's also in the Insidious stuff. So.
I know, the main guy.
Yeah.
But you're right. So there's so much more to look forward to. And that's the thing. So Together, whereas when that came out, I'm just like, oh, I got to see it. And then boom, we're bombarded with Weapons.
Yeah.
And
yeah. And it's nice to see Dave Franco being in front of the camera for this one. And I know, obviously, they're going to have fantastic chemistry. One, because they've been married for about a decade.
Oh, wow.
So
a long time.
Yeah,
now.
They've been together for a long time.
And they're younger. Not young, but
They're,
younger.
they're our age.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they're same age as us.
Okay, so good for them.
Yeah. No,
Um,
it's cool. It's cool to see where he's going in his career, like especially when your older brother was famous,
yeah.
uh, had his own falling out kind of thing, his step back. I think he's about to be attempting to come back soon, but seeing Dave kind of carve his own path now with the rental, and he was behind the director's chair for that, and now together being in front of the camera with Alison Brie doing something should like I can't. This is going to be good.
The rental was straight to video, but I actually watched that. I thought that was really good.
It was.
I mean, I thought it was
COVID. It was why it was straight to streamers.
That's right. So he would have gotten a major release.
I think so.
Yeah,
especially with the cast that they had in it.
Yeah,
like a lot of them they were all just like other than Alison Brie, like Jeremy Allen, Jeremy Allen White was in the middle of his like breakout. You know, post Shameless into the Bear,
right?
And then,
yeah. Huh. All right. Well, I liked the rental a lot at the time. Good to see Dave Franco. I guess he's blossoming in the horror space.
Yeah.
And yep, there he is, 40 years old. Oh gosh, we're about to be there.
Yeah. Now to speculate, so together it's like I keep hearing the term body horror being thrown around, and especially that comes from Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley.
Oh, The Substance.
The Substance.
Dennis Quaid, yeah.
Yeah. So The Substance is where I'm hearing a lot of like, oh, body horror. And then now together, I've heard other people put it up there around the same level as The Substance for like this body horror thing. Which, hey, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not an area that I don't know how well I relate to it.
Sure.
I don't like that's the thing. Like I get The Substance, like the vanity and everything. That's just never who I've been. I've always just been a chubby dude, and that's about it. I don't really have anything to be vain about.
well, the together. The official synopsis: years into the relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads when they move to the countryside, abandoning all that is familiar in their lives except each other. With tensions already flaring, a nightmarish encounter with a mysterious unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where the body, but you're right. As a whole, you say, hey, is Rotten Tomatoes being more generous? I don't know. I think the movies have just been that good. But one thing is for sure, the term body horror, like people in like the journalistic space around entertainment are definitely being more generous with body horror, with the term.
I think so. I think that's where that's coming from. It's more of like, some kind of body dysmorphia kind of play on. I mean, I could see like obviously there's scenes where you see them getting stuck together. I mean, so it has to have something to do with that. And so far, I mean, everything's been really good that we've seen this year, other than I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yep. And
then again, hindsight, that movie's not made for 40-year-old men.
No.
So wasn't made for me.
But I look at it this way though. You know what's kind of cool? What were we bitching about back in when Michael Bay was putting out all these remakes? Right. And then, Halloween, like Rob Zombie got on board, like, and they were doing in the horror space pre-Blumhouse, pre-paranormal activity. To Blumhouse's credit, pre-paranormal activity, there was a lot of just
those remakes that were hitting.
Remakes. And what were we bitching about? Doesn't anybody have any original ideas anymore?
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, well, we have weapons. We have, what do you call it? Together. We have
it's everything Jordan Peele's done.
Yep. Yeah, pretty like that's what's cool about him. It's all original, like it's just original ideas that you think, oh, it's the like Us as the doppelganger story. It's just like not how you think.
Not the same way.
No. And then, Get Out. Okay, I can see the Invasion of the Body Snatcher stuff. I can see, but you got to remember, we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Everything that we do, we have a project coming up that we're actually starting to finally get some, the wheels are in motion. We're working on it. We're going to be borrowing a lot of techniques and things from other great horror directors and horror, like people that have done it before, because that's what it is.
Yeah. You got to do some kind of homage somewhere. I mean,
Nope.
the little tip of the cap to those who were there
Absolutely.
before you. I mean, why not?
So, but back to the point is that if I Know What You Did Last Summer is the one that sucks, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just like that's well, aren't there any original ideas anymore? It's just like, well, yeah, and they're way better than I Know What You Did Last
Yeah.
Summer 2025.
Yeah. And again, it's probably one of the worst put together movies I've ever seen. I don't know who saw that and didn't see all the problems with just the storyline.
Yeah.
Well, just the way the whole story unfolded.
Yeah.
So obviously, like the characters, I couldn't relate to. That's fine. If anything, they pissed me off because of their age and not taking responsibility. But I guess that's also a thing now.
Yeah.
So
now we're supposed to be
but
mid-20s.
the fact that they did nothing wrong and that guy was driving like a maniac is still going to bother me this day. It's like, who was just like, why did you edit that part in? Like, why did you have so many clips of the car going so fast, like driving like a psycho?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You couldn't have done the take where the guy was just driving along normally, speed.
And had to swerve.
Right.
But no, he's driving like a crazy person.
It's like, oh well, you're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
And he did.
And he did. And they tried to help, but
Right.
they couldn't. Whatever.
So, but the point is that movie sucked. That's not a quote unquote original idea. The ones that are together, weapons, him upcoming, it's like original ideas. This is exciting. It's an exciting time to be a horror fan.
It is. And then we got Hell House coming in with his their fifth installment.
Yep.
Which is very exciting. Again, Hell House, my favorite found footage horror movie. Hell House LLC, give it a watch. I mean, that's a mainstay in my October viewing. That's not going anywhere. That's staying on the list.
The cool thing too is, so this Hell House 5, the fifth installment, it's called Lineage, and it's going to be coming to Shudder. So you think, oh man, so Shudder's got their hands in it now. It's just like, no. So Terror Films is the one who believe they're the ones who took on the original Hell House, right? And all of the other Hell Houses. So if I'm not mistaken, Terror Films is the one distributing it. So therefore, because of that, you can watch all of the Hell House movies free on Tubi, on pretty much, I think, Amazon Prime, any of the places that you can find Hell House. But I'll mention Tubi specifically because, Joe, I finally got to watch the director's cut of Hell House LLC.
That's on Tubi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before it was only on Shudder. So yes, is Lineage. It's going to be cinematic. Shudder is a part of it. I don't know in which way, maybe just part of the home distribution part of it, but Shudder's name is slapped on there as well as Terror Films. But have no fear, all the other Hell Houses are available. It's coming to theaters. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's exciting. And like, again, if you're from PA like us, remember that the Hell House LLC was shot and filmed in Lehighton. You can drive by the set, check out the old hotel where it was filmed.
Yep.
They do a lot of cool stuff around there around Halloween now. Like everyone's really embraced it.
Yeah, the Waldorf Estate.
Yeah.
Which we got to keep checking up on because Joseph Cognetti does come to town, and it just passed and I missed it again, but I always forget until it's around this time.
Yeah.
They do a screening. They did a screening of Hell House Lineage. They do a screening of Hell House. You get a tour. You get to meet Joseph Cognetti, who's just the brains behind the entire operation. That's his film. So we've reached out. I don't know. We're going to get him this year, but I think next year, maybe unless there's another project that's Hell House related, I think Joseph Cognetti won't be as busy next year as he is right now because Lineage is hot. Like it's getting its wide release, and we're very excited.
Coming in hot.
Yep.
Very exciting. Very, very excited. Very excited to see Together. Got to stop putting that off. Very excited for Hell House. Very excited for a lot of things. And Weapons did not disappoint. I don't know if I was like excited, but I'm just like, man, I feel like this is going to be something unique. And it was.
It lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
All right. So finally, last thing, upcoming. Yes. Our next episode is on Hell House. We're going to cover, I think, definitely the four of them. We'll see, maybe not to spoil the fifth. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. We're really excited about this episode.
Yeah. He's done a great job at tying them all together.
Yeah.
It's starts high and then clearly doesn't have as much budget into some of the sequels and then definitely gets budget back thanks to Shudder.
Yeah.
So like you can see, and he just did a really good job with what he had to work with.
Yep. And then also another preview, a special for Red River Horror podcast viewers and listeners. Todd Farmer, writer of Jason X.
Yep.
He said he would love to be on the show. He's got some books coming out. One's already available. He's doing some writing projects that he wants to talk about, and we get to ask him how the hell he managed to put Jason in space.
Yeah.
So
the man who put Jason in space.
It's true.
That's great.
So I'm excited, but for these films, Weapons lived up to the hype.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 votes for me. It is a must-see for your list of horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not quite a 5 out of 5. I mean, we can't go crazy, but it's easily a 4 out of 5 voter.
All right.
We don't do halves.
No,
so it's
sorry.
But it's pretty close. The acting in it, the way, the pacing, I really enjoyed this movie, and I think everyone else will. And if you don't, let me know why, because I'd be very curious as to what people don't like about it. I haven't gone into that dig yet because I just wanted to keep my head fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to read someone's opinion that changes my mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
all right. So Weapons, Ace, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes right now together. Alison, Brie, Dave Franco. I look forward to seeing that. Obviously, I look forward to seeing Hell House. That's our next episode, but also him. Yes. The only guy I freaking liked, and I know what you did last summer, and now he's in the starring role.
Yep.
In him. I'm pumped.
So good year for him.
Yeah.
And then Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans. I know.
This trailer does not give away anything. And I'm telling you, that's just at the theater. If you saw what I saw, you'd be like, yeah, I've got to see it.
Now the red band. So that means then I used to do this back in the day when someone said, oh, I saw such and such a movie. Guess what trailer was before it? You get a glimpse of Michael Myers or Joe. I was like, oh, well, then I got to go see that movie just to see that trailer. So I might have to go see Weapons just to see the red band trailer of him. Or I guess
I think you should just see Weapons.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
yeah.
But more importantly, all right. So no, this has been a hell of a summer with horror, Joe.
Sure has been, Ed.
Thank you, man.
Sure has been.
I think that's all I got. As Joe said, if you have a different opinion of Weapons, hit us Instagram, X, at Red River Horror on Instagram and X. Send us a message. Hit us on, subscribe, like, follow Apple Music, Spotify, the YouTube. God bless you and thank you. Thanks for tuning into the YouTube. We have a lot of new tune-ins, and they're listening and watching for a very long time. So thank you for that. And always send us a note. If you didn't like Weapons, or if you got a problem with me or Joe, just send it to redriverhorror@gmail.com. That's all I got, Joe.
Appreciate the feedback. I've been Joe Zakrzewski. This has been episode number 121 of the Red River Horror Podcast. And remember to keep traveling those channels of fear.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Red River Horror Podcast. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and share. For great written horror content, go to redriverhorror.com. On Spotify or Apple Music, leave us a comment. Or if you have a thought about the show, just email redriverhorror@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for following those channels of fear.